Doesn't open source in mobile robotics make them less secure? Here are some important things to consider. Altaf, we know that mobile robotics use a lot of open source software. So what are one of the first things you should take into consideration to ensure that security is not compromised?
Right, exactly. So I think we've been talking about throughout this video series that we use open source software, our customers use open source software extensively to implement these mobile robotics architectures. So these also robots go into critical infrastructure like manufacturing. They can also go into an infrastructure like nuclear power plants where they're doing inspections. So you have to have security capabilities to protect them from cyber threats. NXP actually is one of the leaders in security. We actually know how to implement industrial security. Customers have to meet standards like IEC 62443. They have to meet the requirements of the Cyber Resiliency Act for Europe as well. And there's new standards being defined for other regions of the world that you have to meet. And if you go to the links below on this video, you'll get more details on how to implement these security architectures using NXP devices to meet these standards as well. Also, we have, these devices that can implement security directly on chip. So they have basically security capabilities in hardware. And I'll point to Ian, since Ian's implemented a lot of these hardware architectures to talk a little bit more about those architectures.
The reference boards that we've provided for mobile robotics specifically all include a secure element. And that's kind of an advanced level of security and where you have certificates per board. That's really important for things like authentication of both the user, the board, and then whether it's a counterfeit or an actual real device. That's over and above the security that's built into the chip level.
So you have multiple layers at the chip level that you can use to implement.
At the chip and board level.
At the board level.
Hardware-based security as well as on multiple levels, multiple parts.
Okay, is there anything you want to add to what Altaf explained about ways as a developer that you can make your devices more secure?
Well, one thing that's nice about open source projects, and when they're large, you end up with a large number of eyes on the code. And in fact, for security, that can be a really good thing. I mean, you actually want security vulnerabilities to come out into the open as early as possible. And so, because we're leveraging ROS and Zephyr in these large projects, that helps increase the security of that software, even if it doesn't have some official security certification. It all adds up.
Great. So we've got different ways to look at security on your devices, from meeting certain regulations and standards to implementing board level and chip level security capabilities, and leveraging the open source community to identify them as early as possible so that they can be addressed before they go to market.
Right. Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us. For more conversations at the edge, check out the links below.